Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I've got some exciting news. Swords and Magic and stuff just got an update today, so I thought I'd make a quick video and go over some of the patch notes, point out any highlights that I see in it, and yeah, so let's get going. So, summer update, Crimson Skies 1.9.0. Welcome back to Tierwin. We're excited to share with you the Crimson Skies update, along with the finished branching storyline in Delver's Pass, which comes with a lot of cool new goodies. We've also introduced weather, magic casting scythes, and moon phases. I am super excited for magic casting scythes. I primarily do mystic, so having some scythes that will cast my spells for me is going to be super nice. This update introduces a lot of cool stuff, a few quality of life features, and most importantly, our return to development after a short hiatus. That's super exciting. I know Kindred was feeling a little burnt out with the game, so it's awesome to see that he's back at it, because I really think this game is something special, and I'm so excited to see more content being added. Sorry about that if we left you in the dark a bit. We're trying to do better about keeping up with the updates here on Steam. Yeah, I think it'd be great if there could be a few more updates on Steam. Even just like saying, hey, we're working on stuff. I remember they used to do like the Friday dev updates, I think, but that was a long time ago. Like every Friday they would post an update on Steam. I'm not sure if that will still be a thing or not, but that would be awesome. Cool. All right, so let's go over what's new in the patch notes. So first item, new Delver's Pass storyline quests. That's awesome, because yeah, I know in the previous update, the Delver's Pass storyline ended on a bit of a cliffhanger, because the storyline wasn't complete. So that's awesome to see that they've added more Delver's Pass storyline quests. I think the storyline is actually complete in Delver's Pass now, so that's cool that we'll be able to get some closure on that. 52 new items to discover. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm definitely trying to make my way through all of the new items and figure out what's been added. I know there's a decent amount of weapons. Rivari weapons, I think, were added, as well as some other weapons. I think they're called night glass weapons. I'll probably end up making a video on that just to cover that. 2 new NPCs in Delver's Pass. Cool. Yeah, I noticed there was a new, God, what are they called? They live in Dewdrop Village in the Windless Woods. The short people. I don't remember what they're called now. But his name was Raindrop, and I think he has to do with one of the new mounts. But I haven't been able to figure that out yet. 3 new spells. Awesome. I love new spells. I know one of them, I believe, is Summon Totem of Fire, which is a mystic spell. I actually have a video on that already queued up, to be released probably in the next couple weeks or so. New furniture and structures. Okay. Oh, I think these are Rivari furniture and structures, because the Rivari camp got some love. So there's a bunch of new content in the Rivari camp, and there's like merchants now that you can buy stuff from, and I think that's what this is referring to. 2 new mounts. This is a big one. I have absolutely no idea what these 2 new mounts are, nor how to get them. Like I said, I think one of the new NPCs has something to do with one of the mounts, because when you talk to him, he talks about like a starlit snail or something. But I need to figure that out because I don't know how to get either of these mounts yet. So I'm gonna have to do some serious research and digging into this update. 2 new Steve achievements. Love to see that. I got one of them already. It's related to the Delver's Pass quest line. Not sure what the other one is yet. Might be related to one of the mounts or something. Weather system. This is sweet. Yeah, I've really enjoyed the weather effects in the game so far. The thunderstorms and the rain, it just feels very cozy. And it's cool because like you can like see lightning and rainbows in the sky. It's really cool. It's not like a huge, it's not gonna make a huge like gameplay change, but it just makes the game feel more immersive and cozy, which I appreciate. Fertilizer item made in compost bin from crop waste speeds up God, I can't talk. Speeds up growth cycle for crops. This is awesome. I love farming, and it's great to see crop waste finally has a use in the game. I was playing with this a bit, and you can craft the compost bin from a carpentry station, and then when you're using the seed maker will generate crop waste. You put the crop waste into the compost bin, and then after a certain amount of time, you'll get some compost that you can put into your fields, which will improve your crops. So awesome change, love it. New merchant in Sleepy Haven. Sometimes, yeah. So this is related to the moon cycles. There is a new merchant in Sleepy Haven who only appears during crimson moons, and he sells like crimson themed gear, so like crimson weapons. There's like a crimson mask, crimson shirt. Maybe one of the mounts is the magic carpet that he sits on, because he sits on a magic carpet. I'll put a picture of him up on the screen so you guys can see it. So I wonder if that's one of the mounts actually. So maybe it's the magic carpet and the starlit snail, but I haven't figured out how to get the carpet from him yet. I need to grind more of the crimson ash to buy the stuff from him, because during the crimson moons, a bunch of crimson skeletons will spawn around the world, and when you kill them, they will drop crimson ash, which he accepts as currency for the stuff that he sells. All right. Can now offset your camera in the pause settings gameplay menu to make staff combat much easier to aim. I'm so excited about this change. Has been challenging to aim with staff sometimes, so this is well needed. Moon in 3 new moon phases. Yeah, I briefly touched on that earlier. So yeah, there's 3 new moon phases. I believe it's Harvest Moon, Crimson Moon, and Moonless Moon phase. So at night, there's a chance you'll get one of these moons. During the Crimson Moon, like I said, a bunch of skeletons will spawn. During the Harvest Moon, harvesting your crops will give you more items. And then during the Moonless Moon, I think is what it's called, there is no moon. And actually, it's really dark in the world. So like you will probably want to have some sort of fire or light source in order to navigate around, because it's surprisingly dark and it can be hard to see. And I think there are like new events related to all these new moon phases. Like I said, that new merchant in Sleepy Haven, he only comes out during the Crimson Moon. I think my initial guess is the Starlit Snail, the new mount, you can only get during a moonless moon phase. But I haven't confirmed that. That's just my wild speculation. All right, new craftable torch. That kind of hooks into the moonless moon. Can be lit by swinging in fire. Nothing wrong with that change. Yep. Scythes can now cast spells. Any existing scythes and collections were moved out to be updated with this. Yeah, this is great. I'm super excited to be able to use a scythe and cast spells with it. Because I don't really love using the wands and the staffs personally, but I've had to use them because I'd like to cast mystic spells. So I'm super happy that I no longer have to do that. All right, that's all the new stuff. It looks like we got some bug fixes. Nothing in here really stood out to me. So I'll skip over these, but I will cover some of the improved stuff because I think there are some notable changes in here. So improved Emeraldite Golem twins now drop 2 Emeraldite hearts instead of 1. That just makes sense because you're killing 2 Emeraldite Golems. It makes sense that they each have a heart, so now you get 2 of them. Buff icons when hovered have better tooltips for some buffs. I appreciate that. The game would definitely benefit from more explanations about the mechanics and stuff. So I think any more help for new players is awesome. Improve the way the wet particle effect is handled. Yeah, that has to do with the rain, because if you're outside while it's raining, you'll get wet, obviously. Wasp Queen is now set to always drop her stinger 100% of the time. I don't know what the point of this change is, because I know that you didn't always get the wasp stinger from her, and I guess it kind of gave you reason to kind of kill her a couple times. So I don't know, maybe I I don't know. I don't know why that was changed, but not a big deal either way. Searching in the crafting window now searches for buff names, so you can sort by specific stat buffs when cooking. That's awesome. There are a lot of food recipes, so any additional sorting abilities are great. Finally added the fully covered Delver's Pass map. Yes. Yes. The previous map worked for sure, but the new map looks great. I'll put a screenshot up here so you can see it. It looks really good. He did a good job on it. I noticed one thing though, the little red banners are missing that kind of highlight the points of interest in the map, like the other maps have. So like in the Farmlands map, you'll see like Sleepy Haven and Astronomer's Camp, like those little red banners. So I'm guessing he'll probably be adding those at some point. Bumped up locked chest spawn rate. That's awesome. I really appreciate that because it's hard to find those chests, and there are certain things you need in those chests, like the spider gear to get the spider mount, or I guess it's called the web walker gear. Spawns from the cobalt chests in the farmlands in Sleepy Haven. So that's awesome that there are going to be more of those. Collection previews are way better and more useful. Yeah. I noticed that, especially kind of going into the next one. Clothing icons now show the clothing texture to make them more useful, hoping to make the wardrobe more accessible than it is now as well. Yeah. This is an underrated change. I almost feel like that should probably be in the new section. Yeah, it's so nice. We finally can see what the clothes are on just from the icon instead of just that basic white shirt that they all were before. I'll throw another screenshot up as well. So yeah, those are the updates. Super pumped about this update and to see Kindred back working on swords. I've actually been playing it quite a bit, and I really like this update. I think there's a lot of really great changes. The weather is awesome. I love the new Delver's Pass quests. I love the new items. Overall, just a really solid update, and I hope he keeps going with it, because this game keeps getting updates like this, and it's already, in my opinion, probably the best game on Steam, but it'll just continue to get even better, and that's really exciting to see, and I have a ton of fun with it. I'm gonna try and make videos covering all of these new changes, new items, so keep an eye out for those. I already have some queued up, which I'm really excited for you guys to see. And yeah, let me know if there are any specific videos you want to see. And I'm super active in the Swords Discord as well, so if you ever want to say hi or ask me a question in the Swords Discord, I will absolutely answer. So yeah, I think that just about covers it. I'm trying to think if there's any other call-outs I can make on this update based on my experience so far, and I don't think there is. Yeah, I guess the branching storyline was something I think is a pretty big change, because that's nothing that he's done before with swords. So you kind of have to make a change, or a choice, and you can't change your choice after, and the choice will determine what rewards you get, or like who likes you, who doesn't like you. So I'm definitely gonna make a video covering the pros and cons of both of the choices, because I think both are good options, but I think depending on your class and kind of like what items you're hoping for, one choice will probably make more sense for you. So yeah, keep an eye out for that video as well. All right, awesome. I've been rambling for too long, so I appreciate you all. Thanks for watching, and yeah, I look forward to seeing you around in the Discord, and I'll see you on the next video.